Yeah, hey, real quick, just coming in here. It is still the 0700 hour. It's the first, it's the last chit of the turn, and then German direct command will be at the, what are the hours here? 0900 turn on the 24th of November. Sorry for the shade cam. I'm holding it one-handed, holding this other thing. So my goal was I was initially going to like just have a line here to guard. I'm thinking I might have the second company of the 114th actually come up here a little bit more aggressively. Have the first company come up here. Nope, first battalion come up here a little bit more aggressively. A little bit of a concern here because this is wide open here. And then I have these guys going up here. I'm thinking about being a little bit more aggressive. I think that as an American, I'm thinking about being a little bit more aggressive and setting up defensive perimeters. The only thing is this guy here. It's a little bit of a concern. I might want to put a rear guard in a couple of these towns. This is actually very much of a concern. So the 1st Battalion, although what's going on here? Who's that? That's an AT gun. So I put an AT gun. I mean, this guy still have to get these German 5th Panzer, 130th, 3rd Panzer, all that. The 130th still has to get past. Whoa, gosh, man, so sorry. I'm just so excited about this, the way this game's going. They have to get past this little 105 here that's just holding them back, which is hilarious. I'm like, this point, like, should I just go around? But then I got a big old town here to get past. Oh, wait, that's not a town. Yeah, this is interesting. Anyway, I'm thinking about just being more aggressive with both American flanks, but the center kind of concerns me. So I have to think about, I might have the 1st Battalion come over here to protect this and get up in these guys' face. It's an interesting gap here. Now they got these guys here, this battalion and these troops in here. It's a one-stepper though, holding it with an IP. It's a pretty important road junction. It starts to get me thinking like, get aggressive or not. I might do it to see what happens. We'll see. And how about that tilty cam? See ya. Okay, whoops, need to get, I got a little cleanup to do. So it's the end of the 0900 turn, beginning of the 1100. The Germans, again, eliminated another unit. They are now winning the game. They have 17 victory points. They cleared a guy out. I've had so many eliminated rolls. It's crazy. Anyway, they opened up another one, so now they're pushing down here. So there was a large opening that came over here. And so now they're diverting. These troops are going to come down here. That we're going to attack this town, or now come down here for this 3-point town to solidify that. They'll need to be cautious to not leave something open in the back. This is slow, still slowed down over here, but I think they eliminated another unit, took another town over here. But now we're kind of getting to the point where the Germans like, okay, do I start getting a little conservative to try to secure the win? But we got 3 full turns left, and the Americans got a lot of. Now the Americans can't do much with the tanks, but they could maybe retake a town or something. And they need to eliminate, if they start eliminating units too. Every German unit lost is a point, 2 points if it's something from the, boy, it's the tank probably, the 130th. They get 2, I think they lose 2 points for that. So you don't want to lose those guys. So really the Americans should focus their efforts on that. I hate to leave any German troops back. I just want to get them going and get these guys eliminated, but proven to be quite the challenge here. Some things are a challenge, and then that 105 finally, that Stuart finally got knocked out, and it's just crazy what's been just knocked out and just opening up holes. So it's I'm getting to the point where I'm really needing to slow down and think about the order of the things I'm doing. The bombardments and the order I'm activating things in to make sure that I'm able to get the most effective use of all the things. That's what, to me, this is a huge thing on that game. Order of operations. All right, we'll talk to you. All right, GTS, scenario 2 out of Strike Counter-Strike, and the game is over. There's 1 turn left. The Germans have a resounding victory. They have 22 victory points right now. Mainly because I have never seen, they got a lot of objectives
for a bunch of points. But see all this dead power? I have never rolled so many eliminated rolls in a GTS game or seen that many. It was crazy how many there were. I mean, and each one was a point. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points. Yeah. So that means I have 8.22. That means I have, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 9 points of victory locations. That's crazy. You need 17 to get a German victory. 17 or higher. And I got it by 5. 1, 2, I got it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm calling it because the Americans aren't going to do that much damage. And because the Germans were being all baby. That's me. I'm playing both sides. Then IPing here, so they're improved positions here. They decided not to go after this town because they didn't need to. They took this town out because of artillery barrages and shooting with these tanks, spending command points wisely. I did do. So I took that town. Sorry. Someone said I didn't do complete sentences. I'm going to try. One thing I did well on both sides, really, and I had good rolls and things. Command and dispatch rolls, I really did a good job of managing those and having the right number. I was able to take suppressions off. I was able to do attacks. Did I have any? I don't think any assaults really went off well. I only did a couple. I mainly took them out with tanks and artillery and stuff and wore the Americans down. I first started the Americans conservative and was going to do defensive lines. And I decided to start coming up, and it was just too late. So I need to be a little bit more aggressive. The Germans did have a breakthrough here, and I decided I'm not going to go through with that. 1, they were out of artillery range. This was a 3. They were, although he does have 2 cohesion hits at this point. Where's he? Is he down to 1 step too? No, he's 2 steps. But he's in an IP. So I was like, and I was out of command and I was out of artillery range. So I was like, forget that. Go up here and take out the towns. I don't remember where I did that. I think that was all up here. I felt like I did a pretty good job of managing the units, keeping them in command. Order of operations, I felt like I did okay on. A big mistake. And I think the Germans still would have won. They may not have got quite as many, but I still think they would have won. But I did forget to make one of the turns a rain turn, which decreases the attack values by 2. But in one of the rain turns, I was eliminating people too. So it's possible I wouldn't have done as much. And I don't know how much I did in that turn. But I did realize, because it increases movement, cost, and all that. So it would have slowed the Germans down. But again, in the other turns, I was able to pass that. Or I think I would have overcome it anyway. But still, I just kind of felt bad about that. And I made a note here. Let me see what I said. Oh, yeah. So I think the whole campaign would be good. So I got to be honest. I was kind of like, okay, I'm kind of hitting my limit of playing it. It was just 24 hours. So that was, whatever, a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 turns. The reason it would be cool for the campaign though is because the Americans can punch back because they're going to get the 4th Armored Division in, and that would be good because the Americans don't have a whole lot to counteract those tanks. And those tanks, they hit on it. They started as 7, the Panthers, and it's like, holy cow, dude. So, but I felt pretty good about my plan. That was nice. I don't see it happen that often. I'm sure, if I was playing someone real, they would have done the Americans probably right. I just had some really good rolls too. I mean, like I said, I've never seen so many eliminated, but it's fun. It was fun to get play through this, finish it. I'll finish it. Yeah, that was cool. I'm also playing a GTS game, a Utah game with a live opponent on Vassal. So that's cool. So I'm going to put this away. And I got some other stuff coming in that I'm going to want to play. Good times. Strike, Counter-Strike on M&P. I'm going to guess they have them in stock. There's a magazine that comes with it, some really cool articles. Plus you get this game with 6 scenarios. That's pretty good. 6 scenarios on this one map. I think this is a great thing, especially if I need to get the Americans. I need to play a scenario where the Americans are coming on and put some tanks against tanks here. Yeah, I like GTS. It's just fun, especially fun solo because, you know, you get some bad rolls and either reacting, dispatch points, command. You know, it can get a little frustrating, but solo it's not as bad because you're like, well, I'm sad for this side, but I'm good for that side or something, you know. So, what was the other thing I was going to say? Shoot. Anyway, good value. Hopefully they have it in stock. Give it a go, and we'll see you after the next game. Thanks a lot all for watching. You know, subscribe, push the buttons, do all the stuff. I don't know. All right, we'll see you. Bye.